It really is a one-of-a-kind building. And,
Scott McLeod remembers the glory days of the Empress Theatre, back when it was the place to be.
In the 1980s, my girlfriend and I, we had these little Cinema 5 passes that they would punch holes in every time you saw, Stop Making Sense, Blue Velvet, whatever the film was. And so I had a strong nostalgia.
This 1920s Egyptian revival building sits in the heart of Notre-Dame-de-Grâce. After years of consultations, the city says it'll finally be sold for mixed-use development.
The Empress went up in flames in 1992, forcing its closure. It has been abandoned ever since.
What happened was, 20 years of community activism that kept the building alive. I mean, it would have been demolished back in 1995 or 96, something like that, because it had a very bad fire and the roof was badly damaged. It was the community that actually raised the money to fix the roof in the first place.
The city bought it in 1999 from an insurance company, but after multiple efforts to revive, reopen, and repurpose the Empress failed, it will now be up to a developer who decides what happens next.
It's more of a challenge to somebody who's going to take over the property. And it's not clear how the city wants to accompany that person. Is it by smashing a set of heritage rules and say heritage is only constraint? Or can they work with the imagination of people?
My hope is that they'll be at least able to keep the facade of the building. The interior.
Paul Scriver says whatever happens, there needs to be a cultural element in the new building, like a theater or community center.
It would be a shame if the building just became, private residences, because that denies all of the effort that the community's put in for many years.
Built in 1927, the Empress Theatre hosted burlesque shows before it became Cinema 5. Locals hold on to the memories of the building and hope it will fall into the right developer's hands.
This is a gem. We should be looking, find every grant, every federal or provincial, municipal monies that can help preserve heritage. Let's do it. It's a great attraction.
The city says it's going to carefully analyze potential buyers.